Photos that are not what they appear to be. This particular photo caused quite a stir on the internet, as it was released as a photo of an angel in the sky. However, it was actually a photo of a pair of Russian fighter jets. The stunt, pulled off by the Russian Knights, is called the Air Angel. The Russian Knights are kind of Russia's version of the Blue Angels. The team of 6 uses the Russian plane Sukhoi 27s. Unfortunately, one day, no angel came to them when they were flying to Vietnam. During their approach, 3 of them flew in formation into a mountainside. Every Sunday should be beer and fighter jets at the state fair. It's God's country right there. Number 9, 2 angels in Brazil. The picture here is from a video that was released claiming to be following 2 angels in the sky. When it was released, it caused quite the stir on the internet. Believers were quick to jump to the conclusion that the angels were real. Skeptics, however, were quick to note that the angels looked highly photoshopped, much to the chagrin of true believers. It came out later that the man that had created it in Brazil had added the angels to the video. It was clearly a blatant attempt to get views on the internet by preying on people's emotions. Wow, the angels flying was cool. I'm no Sherlock Holmes, but I can tell if something is photoshopped on the internet, yeah. People should be less mindlessly led automatons. Number 8, young girl ghost in fire. The photo here is a famous ghost photo that was taken by Tony O'Reilly in 1999. The photo, which was taken in Shropshire, England, supposedly caught the ghost of a small child. Tony reportedly took the photo from another building on the other side of the street. He said he didn't see the girl when he was taking the photo. Firemen, so confused by the photo, later looked through the ashes of the building, but were unable to find a trace of the girl. Later, people realized that a poster of a girl, much like the one in the photo, was seen around shops at that time in England. Tony claimed that it was not a hoax, and we never will know because he claimed that all the way to the grave. The local folklore says it was a girl who had died burning down that same building a century earlier with a candle that she was using to get to the bathroom. Liar, liar, photo on fire. Bad form, sir. Bad form. Number 7, Angy photo. In 1998, a lady named Angy decided to develop some film she'd used several years prior. Much to her astonishment, she found a picture that appeared to have a ghost of a young boy in it. In the photo, the boy was standing behind the fence. She even had the photo looked at by ghost experts, who authenticated it. Luckily, skeptics came to the rescue, and after long probing and dissecting of the picture, it came to light that the boy was actually from another planet, Tatooine to be exact. The boy in this photo is actually a picture of Anakin Skywalker. It seems that someone at the Photoshop had decided to slip something a little extra in. Man, so you're telling me that the ghost in that photo becomes the ghost of Darth Vader later? Well, hot dang! Ain't that something? Number 6, the Cooper family ghost. In this photo, the Cooper family had just moved into their new house in Texas. Later, when this image was developed, the family found that they saw a body that appeared to be falling from the roof. A couple of things are wrong with the ghost in this picture. The lighting is in all of the wrong places, and it's also believed that the ghost is female, and most likely a female ballerina. It's believed that the photo was accidentally spliced in the editing room, but I'm sure it still came as a huge shock to the family, and of course, to millions of people on the internet. Aw, don't mind me, I'm just swapping in for dinner. Number 5, motorcycle angel. In the video that this picture was taken from, a man is riding a motorcycle and is almost creamed by a truck, when suddenly he is miraculously saved by a fast-moving apparition. In fact, they seem to just teleport away. When this video hit the internet, people went nuts with speculation. The video itself was originally released anonymously. People thought that it could be a ghost, or an angel, or a god. It turns out, however, that there's a reason why the footage is so convincing. I guess it comes as no surprise that the video was actually shot by a production company doing promotion work for a Japanese video game called Dragon Totem Girl, showing yet again that it pays to be very skeptical when believing in unbelievable things on the World Wide Web. Dragon Totem Girl is my favorite game. Number 4, the Loch Ness Monster. Robert Wilson took this photo in 1934. Nessie, as she is called, is supposedly the monster that lives in the Loch Ness in the Scottish Highlands. This is the photo that brought Nessie to worldwide attention. The most common theory was that Nessie was a surviving member of the Plesiosaurus. Unfortunately, it came to light later that Robert Wilson was merely using a remote toy submarine with a clever attachment. Well, leave it to the Scots to invent a terrible lake monster to boost tourism numbers. I can see why, though. I don't suppose people were flocking to their island to eat the haggis. Number 3. Bigfoot. Possibly one of the most controversial pictures of Bigfoot ever taken. This is an actual picture taken in a film sequence that Roger Patterson filmed in 1967. The film was shot at Bluff Creek in Northern California. Robert claimed to the very end of his life that the video was real. It's interesting to know, though, that for years, Robert sunk all his money into finding and doing documentaries and writing books about Bigfoot. Him and his friends were actually filming a documentary about Bigfoot sightings when the sighting actually happened. A lot of people that have interviewed Robert don't think he had the mental capacity to pull off such a great hoax or costume. Others disagree and say that the video is too blurry and too short to be substantial evidence. When the German people see the people in the costumes in the forest, we mind our own business. Number 2. Is this a shooting star? In this photo, it seems to be a long streaming trail of fire, perhaps a shooting star, falling to the earth. And when it hit the internet, that's what most people believe. However, later it was proven that this was actually a time-lapse photo. This photo was taken using a 2-minute exposure. That is why everything in the picture appears to be blurred or moving slightly. That right there's one of them Rome camels that light up every 4th of July. Cool shooting star though. I think maybe one day man will go to the moon. Number 1. Lovers of Valdaro. When this picture hit the internet, people were told that this couple was buried alive in the Nevada desert. But actually, this is a picture of 2 skeletons that were found in Italy by an archaeological team in 1990. These bones date back 6,000 years. Ah, nothing warms my heart like the skeletons locked in the death embrace. Hey, the world is a rough place. Smokes a cigarette. Romeo and Juliet was about a suicide. Is it love grand? Thanks for watching.